Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtiwada. In this video, we will learn what is JavaScript REST parameters and how to use them. Before understanding theoretically, let's go with a small examples. Let me jump into Visual Studio. I have created one index.html as well as main.js. So I'm writing some heading REST parameters, and also I have wrote my script tag where it is pointing to main.js. Now let's go to main.js. Before understanding the REST parameters, let's try to understand arguments objects of JavaScript. Let me create arguments object of a comma p. So inside this, what I want to do is I want to print arguments. There is an inbuilt object which is given by JavaScript called as arguments. So if you use that arguments, you will be getting all the parameters which are passed to a function. For example, I'm calling this arguments object and trying to pass values 10, 20. So this 10, 20 will be passed to this function, and that will be stored in your arguments object by default in JavaScript. Let me save this. Let me reload the browser. And if you see that, you are seeing the array of arguments. So this array of arguments are coming from line number 2, where I wrote the console here, right? So this arguments object is a type of array, but not exactly array. That means I can find the length of the arguments. Let me say like console.log of arguments dot length. So length is a property of an array. So save it and go back to the browser. Let me clear this, reload. If you see here, I'm getting the length 2. Why? Because I'm passing two parameters. So like this, we can access arguments, and also I can access the first value. Let me take like arguments of index 0. Let me save this, go back, clear this, reload my application. You can see 10. So that means it acts like an array of arguments. But is it really array? No. I'll prove that. So if you write console.log of arguments dot, let me use one method of array. Let me use reverse. Reverse is a method which is used on the array. Let me try this. Go back, clear the console. Let me reload the application. If you see here, I'm not able to use reverse. Why? Because it's not an array. It acts like an array, but all the methods of an array are not accessible by arguments object. So by this we can say our arguments object is looking like an array, but not exactly an array. What can be accessed from arguments? We can access arguments.length, arguments of index, as well as arguments. But the remaining properties or the prototype methods which are given by array cannot be possible by using arguments. Let me pass the value 30 and go back, clear the browser, reload. We are getting the error. Let me try to remove that particular line, fifth line, save it, go back, clear the console. Let me reload my browser. And here, if you see, we have three arguments and the value of first one is 10. So you can access any variables. Now, the problem with the arguments is I am trying to pass number of parameters, and all the parameters can be accessed in the arguments. Now, hope you guys understood about arguments. Let's try to understand remaining concepts. What these arguments will do. Arguments will be giving you whole set of parameters. But what I want to do is, instead of passing A and B, I want to pass something called as args, like this. Let me remove this argument object. Let me console args and save it. How many parameters I am passing? 10, 20, 30. So what it will do is, the rest parameter, it will take all the values in a set of array format, and that arguments can be used inside your function. So 10 is one parameter, two parameter, three parameter. These three parameters can be received by args, that is rest parameters. So let me go back, clear the console. Let me reload. Now if you see, I got an array 10, 20, 30. So now our question is whether it acts same like an argument. No. Why? Because this can be used for accessing all the array methods. For example, arguments dot reverse. Save this, go back, clear the console, reload. And if you see here, we are getting 30, 20, 10. I have passed a 10, 20, 30, but the reverse of this was printed. So let me go back. This proves an REST parameters can be used as an array and can access all the prototype methods of an array. Now, for example, in few scenarios, you may be having a mandatory parameters along with the dynamic parameters which you don't know. For example, a comma rest operators or rest parameters. So now I want to pass this 10. The first parameter a is mapping to the first parameter 10, that a will be pointing to 10 value. So 10 will be stored in the a value. And if you see here, the 20 and 30, there are no other parameters. In this case, the rest parameters will consider all the remaining parameters as its values. So the 10 will point to a, and remaining all the parameters will point to arguments. That is rest operator. If you save this, previously we stored args with 3, length of 3. Now it will store only 2, that is 20 and 30. Let me go back, clear the console, reload the application. You see here, we are getting 30 and 20, that is 20 and 30. That means the first parameter a is assigned to 10 and remaining parameters are assigned to the rest parameters. So this is how the rest parameters will work. Now, if you have more than 2 parameters, let me consider B, C, and the last one is args. So here the 10 will be mapped to A, 20 will be mapped to B, 30 will be mapped to C. At this scenario, args will be empty. Why? Because already the mandatory parameters are assigned and there are no remaining parameters. At this particular situation, the arguments array or the rest parameters will be empty. Let me print A comma B comma C. So now save the application, go back, reload. So if you see here, the arguments array is empty, and if you reverse an empty one also, it will be empty. So that's how it works. And let me show some other things. Let me pass 40 comma 50. Now in this case, 10 will be assigned to A, 20 will be assigned to B, 30 will be assigned to C, 40 and 50 are the remaining parameters which are not mandatory parameters and can be passed as a dynamic values. So that will be passed into your args. So let me go back, clear the console, reload my browser. You can see here 40 and 50. So you are getting only 40 and 50 as the rest parameters, remaining all are the mandatory parameters. Now let me print arguments in this, how it prints. So arguments, save it, and if you see here, the 10 will be assigned to A, 20 will be assigned to B, C will be assigning 30, and 40 and 50 will be assigned to args. Then what are the values will be present in arguments? Arguments does not bother about number of parameters. The rest operator will again split the remaining parameters. So at last, the arguments object will point to the number of parameters you are passing to that particular function. So here I am passing 5. So arguments will be 5. Let's go back, clear the console, reload my application. If you see here, this is my A, B, C as well as rest parameters. And if you see here, this is my arguments object. In this argument object, I have all the 5 parameters which I am passing. That means whenever you want to pass few of the things in a dynamic way, we can use rest parameters. Whenever you want to access all the parameters, whatever passed for a function, then you can use arguments object. Now what my concern is, let me pass this arguments as the first parameter and save it. Let me call only once. Let me remove this, save, go back, clear the console, reload the application. You see here, rest parameter must be the last formal parameter. What it is saying. So whenever you are passing a rest parameter as a first parameter, please don't pass the rest parameters as a first parameter. Always pass it as last parameter. Why? Because the first parameters, whatever are there, they will be treated as a mandatory parameters, and if the values are there, it will assign the mandatory parameters first, and the remaining values will be considered as a rest parameters. If values does not exist, it will be empty. So that is why, to be noted, rest parameters should be passed as a last parameter for any function. Let's summarize this. REST parameters. REST parameters is used to pass n number of parameters to a function. REST parameter should be the last parameter in your function parameter. Arguments object of JavaScript will give you all the parameters passed into the function, whereas REST parameters will give the extra parameters other than the mandatory parameters defined in the function. For example, the below is a syntax. Function with a name and para1, para2 are the two mandatory parameters and remaining parameters with the REST operator. Now, calling. How we will call, for example, I am calling a function with a name passing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. In this case, para1 will be assigned to 10, para2 will be assigned to 20, 30, 40, 50 values will be assigned to your remaining parameters. If nothing is passed other than the mandatory parameters, then remaining parameters will be empty. And one more thing to be noted, like arguments object and REST parameters are not same. Argument object will focus on all the parameters which are passed to a function, whereas REST parameters will only focus the extra parameters which are passed whenever we are calling a function. REST parameters can be used as an array and can use all the prototype methods of an array, whereas arguments object can be used only for accessing the values of an array as well as the length of an array, but it will not act like an array, so that we cannot use prototyping properties of an array on the arguments object. So this is how REST parameter works or REST operator works. Hope you guys clearly understand what is REST parameters and what is the difference between REST parameters and the arguments of object of a array. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel. Signing off. Thank you.